Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Patrick here, and we are continuing on our adventure within the world of Faerun. We're about to access guide to take us. Yes, please. Icewind Dale.
The voyage north is long, and you discover an intense dislike of the sea, as you find yourself repeatedly clutching the ship's railing and spewing out various meals into the waves. As the voyage continues, the air also grows colder, as settlements and cities along the coast become fewer and far between. By the time the captain tells you that your destination is near, you have already started counting how many seconds it takes for your puke to freeze against the hull of the ship. Looking up from the railing, you see a dark shape looming through the blowing snow, and something about it that has nothing to do with the cold causes you to shiver.
I see the prison inspector has caught your eye. Best hope you don't find yourself going there anytime soon, unless you have business.
What is that
what's
place?
that?
It's called Rivel's End, an apt name if ever there was one, as I've not known anywhere bleaker or more devoid of joy. There is a prison built to hold the worst criminals that mankind has to offer. Whether the sorry souls stuck in there deserve it or not, well, I can't say.
Again, prisons. How is it that humans are so taken with prisons, cells, and confining each other? It's unsettling.
Why build something like that all the way out here?
Well, the nice and fancy folk don't want no reminders of the dirty and dangerous people that they've locked up. So they put them as far from civilization as you can imagine. Care Dinerval notwithstanding.
What is that?
It's called Rivel...
Again...
How
much farther until port?
Not much farther at all. See, there's our harbour. Just keep heading along that there path and you'll find your way to Care Dinerval. Not much of a place for southerners, between the cold and the rough company, but you'll find shelter from the blizzards, and food. Good luck, wherever your journey takes you.
I thought we were supposed to be on a ship, but we're already on the harbor. God.
Oh, what a miserable place.
How are you cold? I can hear you shivering. That doesn't make sense. I'm the one who has to walk through this.
Oh, maybe because I am not simply a passive observer, and I'm actually sharing your body. How many times must I explain this?
Right, but shivering? Thought you needed your own body for that.
Never mind. Why would anyone choose to live in such a dismal part of the world?
Judging by what the captain said along the way, people who either don't want to be found, or have nowhere else to go.
Lovely. Well, if we are to keep our visit as brief as possible, I would suggest finding the nearest bartender or such who might have heard rumors of a giant.
Okay. Well, I'm not in the mood for fighting, so see ya. You're inundating me. So, is this gonna be a... Oh, cool. Oh no. Yeah, my game crashed. Apologies for that. Just hit turn. Nope. Ahaha, you missed. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, my goodness, I thought I turned around. That looks pretty. I should probably get a new weapon. Hi. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that is where I'm supposed to go. So many coins. Hey!
Haven't seen you around before. What do you want?
Friendly.
Info in the town.
What can you tell me about this town?
Let's start this slowly.
Other than it being a hive of scum and villainy, And you got the castle up the hill, the lake we fish knucklehead trout out of when it's not frozen over. And that's about it. All that's left after the rest of 10 towns after the incident some years back. Even the rogues of the world don't want to stay here if they can help it.
What incident?
Great white dragon came through. His breath was so cold, it froze the sap in the trees so hard the wood exploded. Shattered people as they tried to flee. Took a band of adventurers hired from Kalimshan to finally kill the thing. But by the time they did, 10 towns was in ruins.
Oh, I have that D&D campaign, actually. I actually have
Everyone
that.
just congregated here in the end, since Caer Dineval had the least damage, though that's not saying much.
Have you had any disappearances around here? Strange sightings? Anything?
It's Icewind Dale. People go missing in the storms all the time, and monsters come down from the mountains and the tundra every day. Still, if you mean anything outside of that, no. Can't say as I've heard anything. People who get lost in the storms are either found within a week, alive, or turned into a walker. And the monsters are the same as ever. Then again, I did hear that something's been going on with the dwarves up in, Kelvin's Cairn. Lots of rumors and stories coming from them, though I don't think they've had any misfortune themselves. Just heard things through the grapevine.
Have you heard anything about a storm giant in the area? I'm looking for one that's supposed to live nearby.
Storm giant? That ain't like a frost giant? Or do you mean a stone giant? Because we got plenty of those up on our spine. I sometimes wander this way to hunt and raid.
No, I mean storm giant.
Then I've got nothing for you. Though you could always ask Kelly, Goat Kicker. She's been around a fair amount, one of those adventurer types, always looking for mercenary work and places to explore. You can usually find her down by the lakeside docks.
So long.
Okay.
Seriously? You're not even gonna buy a meal or a room? Ugh, wasting my time.
Thank you. Okay, so down by the dock. Hello.
Are you Helia?
And who wants to know?
What do you do around
What do you
here?
do?
I'm a right
Always
proper
start with small talk.
adventurer. Fighting monsters, digging up treasure, finding lost cities. That's my calling in life.
This woman has certainly seen an adventure or two, a few fights as well, but as far as buried treasure and the like, well, she probably wouldn't be here if she'd found any, now would she?
And how many monsters or lost treasures have you found exactly?
Oh, my fair share.
She seems fairly full of bluster, but you cannot tell how much of it is justified pride and how much is made-up nonsense.
Oof. Okay.
Have you heard of any
strange events?
disappearances or strange happenings lately?
Outside of the usual, well, my cousins in Kelvin's Cairn have been talking about a lot of rumours that have made their way up here with the trade caravans with Mithril Hall. People going missing, losing their minds, and some stuff like that. Not sure how much can be believed. You know, people like to tell tales.
My name is Katra, and I'm looking for a storm giant that's supposed to live in the Dale. Have you heard of anything like that?
Storm giant. Well, I'd be lying if I said I knew exactly what you're on about, but well, my partner and I did see something right queer in the mountains about a month back, and it was definitely giant and definitely stormy at the time.
Huh.
Any details you can
details?
give me?
Hi, there's a trail on the opposite side of this lake, right across from us. That goes up into the mountains, as called the Spine. A blizzard started blowing around one of the peaks in particular just a few years before I showed up here. Never let up once, nor moved. Storm just sits there, blowing away. My partner and I, we thought we'd go see if anything were up that way. Thought maybe we'd find some magic item or a wizard or something causing the storm. Maybe knock some sense into them or get some loot from the expedition.
And what does this have to do with the giant?
I'm getting there. So, after about an hour marching through the storm, we hear this voice in the blizzard saying, "Turn back and you'll die here," and some such. We weren't about to pack it in though. Thing is, the snow was getting so thick and high around us, we could hardly even walk and it was getting dark. We tried to find shelter, but just kept getting turned around in the storm, and we were getting right cold. Cold to the point you don't feel no cold no more. Wasn't until I hit the ground and everything started going black that I realized I was freezing to death. But then, next thing I know, I'm awake. My toes and fingers hurt something fierce from the frostbite, and my whole body was stiff, but there I was, lying next to my partner. We'd been taken all the way down the mountain to a little cave, and someone had even set up a fire for us. But here's the kicker. There weren't no footprints around us. Nothing in the snow. 'Twere the wildest thing I ever seen, and I still ain't been able to figure it out.
You said like a mum. You mean the face was a woman's?
Oh, aye. Far as I could tell. Real flat. Smash nose. Though, but I was about delirious from the cold, so don't take that part of the story too seriously.
She seems sincere about this story, at least for the most part. A few embellishments here and there, but the core of it and many of the details ring true to your ear.
Any advice for someone looking to climb up there?
Yeah. Don't do it. It was a daft idea, and by all rights, me and my partner should be dead. Might not be such a trial normally, but that blizzard will spell the end of you.
Thank you for your time.
Well, that is at least a little promising. What say you, Katra?
It's the only lead we've got at the moment, so it's probably worth investigating.
Before we leave, I'm gonna go buy some winter armor. Yeah. Okay. Ah.
Need a lift?
Hey, bud. Oh, my bad. Can we take a horse? We can. Oh. That's an interesting dungeon there. We're gonna keep up the story for now. Some Yetis.
I should warn you, in case you did not already know. Dragons and giants have a long-standing rivalry that verges on hatred, depending on the parties involved. Storm giants are known as goodly, if stern, creatures, but regardless of this one's disposition, it might be for the best if you do not mention my presence or involvement.
Something else to complicate things. That's good to know. Thanks. Hello?
Crap, there's a lot of beasts.
Where are you?
I just like this. Let me out.
Leave this place.
Whoa. Oh. Don't think I was supposed to go. Okay, so I definitely was not supposed to go up here. My bad. I'm assuming this is a walker. Oh crap, I was so close. So close. How's my horse doing? I definitely rushed this.
Shall not proceed.
Please don't.
That, Katra, is a storm giant, and one who has ascended beyond the restrictions of their body, it seems. They aren't just controlling the storm around us. They are the storm. It is a part of them. Be careful.
Oh.
Speak now and tell me your purpose in coming here, lest I blast you off the side of the mountain.
Do you know a druid named Myaston Kimarin?
No. Should I?
You see recognition flicker across her broad features at Kimarin's name, but can also tell that the subject has made her even more guarded.
Do you know of any other storm giants in the area?
No. I live separate from my people.
Why are you lying to me?
Dare you accuse me of lying?
I can read it on your face. You're even more tense after I mentioned him.
And for good reason. What business have you with Kimarin of Clan Myaston?
Did I message you lied?
My friend has been infested with a parasite that has also displaced his soul. We were told by the Sage of Magic at Candlekeep that his best hope is to find the Rod of Alignment, which was last seen with Kimarin.
And what if I refuse to help? What will you do?
I could ask really nicely? I mean, I'll beg if you want me to, but that feels a bit degrading.
No, there is no need to go that far. Perhaps I can find it in myself to compromise, though. This is a powerful item that you seek, and not something to be handed over lightly. Though perhaps you will do. Very well. I indeed possess the rod, and am willing to part with it in return for a favor. The druid who last held the rod is indeed a friend of mine. Kimarin, however, has a tendency to use force to protect the wilderness and its creatures, rather than negotiate. The Lord's Alliance decided that they had suffered his vigilantism long enough, and have imprisoned him in the great fortress they built nearby, known as Revel's End.
Oh no, of course.
I cannot enter that bastion, as its magic wards me away. If you want the rod, then you must find a way to free Kimarin. Once he is with me again, the rod will be yours.
This is a creature of chaos, as fickle and changeable as the weather and the storms she creates. It is impossible to judge her character and honesty.
What has he done to get imprisoned exactly?
He defends the wild places of Faerun. Anywhere that wildlife and nature are threatened, he goes to protect it and eliminate the threat. Sometimes that means destroying a band of marauding orcs. Sometimes that means destroying a duke's mining operation.
What is the Lord's Alliance?
Yeah, I'm interested.
Even I, in my isolation, know what it is. The Alliance is an agreement between various rulers and their lands, most notably those of Neverwinter, Waterdeep, and Silvery Moon on the Sword Coast. They were founded as an act of solidarity to keep the armies of evil at bay, and thereby protect the common folk. Coincidentally enough, protecting the common folk also protects these rulers' power and other interests.
This is a creature of chaos.
Yeah,
Will Kimmerin be dangerous to me?
Only if you give him reason to think that you mean harm to either him or the wilderness. Otherwise, he is quite personable.
Okay.
A prison break to set free a dangerous environmentalist vigilante? Count me in.
Well then, perhaps Kimmerin has found a kindred spirit in you. A last warning to you. Beware the prison, for it is not just a trapped and warded fortress. Something has changed lately.
Oh?
I have not seen the guards at their outposts for nearly a week, and there is now a ferocious flying creature there. Every time I've tried to approach since its appearance, it has beaten me back, rather severely at one point. I do not know if the jailers have summoned it as an additional guardian, or whether it is there for other reasons. But be wary of a dark creature with bat-like wings. Hope that you do not encounter it. Good luck.
Alright.
That is all a rather tall order, and none of it too encouraging. At this point, the best we can do is probably to investigate the prison, see if we can identify some of its defenses and any gaps therein.
Alright. Well, that's gonna be the end of this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next time. Bye!